excited because I've dreamt this moment for so long. Because I tried to get 50 subscribers and I feel like it took like at least a year, if not longer. Anyway, happy Saturday. I hope you all are doing good. I wanted to tell a story that was kind of interesting. So, was it yesterday or the day before? I had this lady in my car. She had stage 4 cancer, and the interesting thing about that is I had this lady on Facebook that had the same kind of, not the same kind, but like similar cancer. And I prayed for her so hard. I don't know if I've ever prayed for someone that hard, but I prayed for her so hard and she was cured. And she went back to the doctor and there was nothing there anymore. And she's living her life to the fullest now. My story, the moral of the story is prayer works. Okay, so anytime you lift up your heart to God, anytime you're in prayer mode, prayer feeling, God is listening. And when you fold your hands, God listens more and he will answer your prayer, but it's a different kind of answer. So, okay, let's use a little kid as an example. So like a little kid will like want candy and you're like, okay, I'll give you candy. But then they want more and more and more. And this happens, I think, with my niece and nephew. Like, they'll just constantly want chocolate, candy, sugar, anything. And it's not good for them. And like the other day, they wanted a spoonful of sugar and I gave them a bit. And then they wanted more sugar, which is actually an effect of eating sugar. Anyway, so it's not really a good thing for these kids to have sugar all the time. And that's kind of how it is with us. If we ask for something and God does not think that we should have it, that it's not good for us, he's not going to give it to us. That's not what a good father does. And so, you know, maybe he wants us to ask more. Maybe I read in this book that the reason we don't get what we want is because we're not asking for it. We're not asking enough for it. And that's why we don't get it. It's kind of like a kid being like, hey, mom, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, what? And they don't tell her what they're, you know, looking for, and she never fulfills their need. So, but I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because after she told me she had stage 4 cancer, this lady, I like grabbed her hand and I not like literally just grabbed her hand, but like I asked her if I could pray for her, and I grabbed her hand and I said a very powerful prayer. I don't exactly remember how it went, but I was just like, Lord, you know, please heal this lady. And when I was done, she actually started to sound differently. And it was like, hallelujah. Like it was really great. I'm hanging out at the house of Usher, Joe. My mom's house. I'm in my car actually. I think I'm gonna go do Uber. I'm not really sure if I'm going to at all. I don't feel like doing Uber today. It's Saturday, but I probably will go do it. Yeah, so and then I just wondered like how you guys were doing. Just reading the guidelines for this. How you guys were doing. I have not like heard from you guys in a while. I don't know if my videos suck. And also I need to start singing on here. So let me see if I can find a good song. That's a pretty decent song. I don't know that song. Isn't it ironic? But oh, and then guys, this is interesting. So my hair is like wet. I always thought the way to get what I want out of life was to picture what it was and go for it. And then when I was in that picture of what I wanted it to be, then I would be fulfilled. Which is kind of interesting because that's kind of true. I've always, not always, but wanted to be a singer. And I sang at my sister's wedding reception, and that was totally my moment. Now, then after that, I kind of forgot that was my moment. And I was like, God, why don't you help me? Like, but God told me something that was really interesting. He said, you are fine where you're at. You are loving people. And that was just such a relief because it's so true. Like, if you're loving people, you're basically singing you're doing God's will, and love people, love God, love yourself, you know? So I just thought that was kind of interesting because I'm where I belong. And there's a song by Jeremy Camp, and he says, I believe that we were made to, wait, I believe you and I are in the right place at the right time. Don't have to be afraid. It's just a really good song, but I don't know what that song is called. I think it's called Made for These Days. But anyway, I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day. God bless. Bye. And I'm going to try to figure out how to shut this off. Bye.